Yes, I can start now. Good morning, everybody. I'm Dr. Christina Hang Truong from University of New England, the corresponding the author with Lê Văn Đức from Binh School, and the research topic is challenges in the Vietnamese in the context into the implementation integrated STEAM business industry business model. Yes, it's an overview of my research. Is implemented innovation context, literature review, research methods, research result, and how to implement the model. Yes, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics plays an important role for the national economy, and the STEAM education is responsible for the objective of the STEAM education is to provide the knowledge to the student and the skill, the 21st century skill for the student. And currently, there are some difficulty in the STEAM education, how to bridge the gap between the theoretical and the real world context. So the objective of the research is to develop the innovative model is called the integrated STEAM business industry partnership model to establish the relationship between the business industry partnership and school education organization. And the second objective of the research is to investigate the teacher and school principal and manager to about the view opinion related to the model. And the third objective of the research is to identify the challenges of the model in the real context. Yes, I would like to say about the overall of the integrated STEAM business industry partnership model. Is a model. The objective of the model is to develop the range of the activity to establish the relationship between the business industry partnerships such as factory, research institute, university, and some museum with the education organizations such as the school and college. In the model, we developed seven key principles of the school business partnership, which the school needs to follow and need to apply when they develop the model in their curriculum. And in the model, we suggest three different industry business partnership: dairy farm, hydroelectric power plant, and national space center. In this model, student and the teacher have some different activity to improve the relationship between partnership and education. There are four proposed activity, volunteer activity, mentorship program out of classroom teaching learning program and vocational education program. And this research, we investigate the research as a activity out of classroom teaching learning practice learning program in hydroelectric power plant. We students have a chance to study to have the lesson in hydroelectric power plant. After that, we investigate the teacher and principal opinion about the model, and we identify the challenges when we implementing the model in the real context, Binh school in Vietnam. The aim of the research for the teacher have according to the model, teacher building the teacher capacity and raise the interest in teaching for the student. There are some the advantage. The model improves the skill and experience. They improve their academic knowledge and the real world experience and knowledge. And the most important thing, student, the model raise the student interest in learning. Second, we would like to talk about the innovation context. The innovation context, the model the model is influenced by the Binh school. The Binh school was influenced by the Vietnam Ministry of Education. According to Australian ambassador of Vietnam and university leader in Australia, Vietnamese students are highly valued for excellent study capacity, and they are the world class for the International Labour Organization. The percentage of the STEM career is high from 2017 to 2025, a 35%, and this is a picture of the innovation context. And next, I would like to talk about the literature review in the three points. The history of the STEM education in Vietnam, and pedagogy research in the STEM education. For the STEM education in Vietnam, there are three main directives and policy influence in the STEM education in Vietnam. Directive 29 is about the enhance teaching and training IT skill. For the Ministry of Education and Training, Directive 55 promoting integrated IT, information communication technology, and UNESCO reports about the ICT education in Asia. And in the result, around the picture of the STEM education in Vietnam, 94.9% is the teacher accept the information communication technology as support, and the average of the good ICT, and 73.7% of the teacher for the pedagogy. For the history of the STEM education, there are 5 main steps of the history of STEM education. In the late 1990, the STEM policies issues, and for the next 10 years, the STEM is not as science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And the next STEM interest is the STEM. That means science. In this period of time, the STEM education focused on the science and mathematics more than the technology and engineering. For the next 10 years, it starts the growth of the STEM education, and in 2015, integrated STEM education popular, if familiar in the STEM education. For pedagogies research in STEM education, we discussed about the STEM education in middle year, curriculum planning, school industry business partnership, integrated STEM education. Talk about our research. Is a research methodology. Overall, is a research based on the case study research implemented in the Binh school in Vietnam. The research is coordinated by the University of New England, Australia, and implemented in the Binh school and education school. For research matters, for case study, the research is implemented and adopted in the industry context. And there are several different methods for data collection, such as the questionnaire, observation, interview. Just it's a picture of the case study research in the Binh education. For this research, we go, the first step is planning, and we acting. That means the research is implemented in a Binh school, and student have the teacher and the student had the lesson in hydroelectric power plant, and after that, teacher organize the testing and assessment for the student. The next step is observing the research participant join in the that data collection and give the answer in the questionnaire related to about the view, the perspective related to the model, and what is the proposal or the recommendation on the model, and finally identify the challenges of the model. It's a research result. There are three main points of the research result. First, about the teacher agreement with the being a teacher. Overall, Binh school strongly agree with the STEM, with the education and pedagogy teaching methods. Calculate 89% of the teacher, Binh school teacher strong agree. The second point of the research result relates to teacher confidence in the STEM pedagogy. The result, the data indicates most of the school in the Binh school teachers are confident in STEM pedagogy. Is established for over 5 average, and the final research result related to challenges in the implementation of the model in Binh school. And there are three main challenges with the teacher school identify. The first thing relate to increase the workload for teacher. That means currently in Vietnam, teacher don't have much time for preparing the lesson plans and to use a new pedagogy and new lesson plan. So they feel a little bit difficult, a little bit hard to implement the model in the school. The second result about the long preparation, just it take time for the teacher and student to have the lesson and some organize some activity in the industry and business partnership, such as dairy farm or museum of astronomy. So teacher school say it's a long preparation time and final difficulty related to about the is it quite hard for teacher to make the creative to make the new lesson plan for teacher. However, there are many advantages of the model, such as the teacher have raised the real the knowledge, the practical knowledge during the time in industry and business partnership, and they raise the interest to teaching for the student raise the student academic knowledge related to physics, chemistry, mathematics, and they understand the real world context, how the science implemented and application in industry, such as in museum of astronomy, in dairy farm, or in the hydropower electricity. And overall, students feel very happy when they enjoy the outdoor lesson, and in this model. And finally, I talk about how the research implement in Vietnam education. The Vietnam education, it follows the policy of issues related to Ministry of Education and UNESCO, and the business and school is a two different branch. Education, school, and business industry need to cooperate and for develop the relationship. And there are some different action to develop to improve the relationship and the cooperation between the business industry and the school, such as the tutoring partnership, classroom demonstration, credit cost for teacher, our classroom activity, and mentorship program inclusion. The STEM education plays an important role for national economy, and it be very important to improve the STEM education to bridge the gap between the theoretical knowledge and practical knowledge. So the innovative model, the integrated STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, industry partnership model is necessary to be implemented in school and in the education. And thank you for listening.